Good evening and welcome to Ville News. I'm Katie Lyle alongside Kaya Wagner here to give you the latest local, state, and national headlines.
Coming up, we have updates on the destruction of ancient rock formations and women protesting for their rights. Stay tuned because Ville News starts now.
The destruction of ancient rock formations was caught on footage in Nevada. The video captures individuals toppling over natural wonders, sparking outrage and calls for conservation efforts. The incident occurred in a remote area of Nevada, known for its unique geological features. Visitors were seen pushing and shoving the ancient rock formations until they collapsed, leaving irreversible damage to these natural landmarks. Local authorities are investigating the incident and urging visitors to respect natural areas and follow conservation guidelines. The destruction of these rock formations damages the environment and erases a piece of history for the future generations. The viral video has sparked discussions not just locally but also nationally about the need for stricter measures to protect fragile environments and cultural heritage.
American women have spent nearly 2 years fighting to protect their reproductive rights after the overturning of Roe v. Wade, a Supreme Court case that had protected women's reproductive rights on a national level for almost half a century. Since the 2022 decision to overturn Roe v. Wade, states make decisions regarding abortions and other reproductive rights. Many states have already criminalized abortion, and states such as Alabama have even banned IVF on the basis that the leftover embryos are a life and it should not be taken away. States such as Oklahoma, Louisiana, and Idaho are also trying to ban contraception, like birth control and Plan B. Oklahoma, Texas, Nebraska, and Louisiana are also trying to get rid of no-fault divorce, meaning women would have to appeal to a judge in order to get a divorce. All of this has led to women in America to use the 4B movement that originated in South Korea. This method is a form of protest in which women follow the 4 no's, these being no sex with men, no dating men, no marrying a man, and no having children. This movement started on Twitter and has moved to TikTok. American women have started to use this method of protest to stand up against state governments and get federal action in regards to protecting their rights to their own body. Many cases are still in the process regarding abortion bans, but the 4B movement may change some legislators' minds.
When we get back, updates on a power outage in Pennsylvania and a PA principal's walk to raise money. Ville News will be right back. This past Sunday, thousands of people across Pennsylvania were left without power after multiple days of rain and gusty winds. Most of the outages were located in Cumberland County as of Monday morning. More than 800 Met Ed and 1,000 PPL customers were left without power. The company stated that the outages were due to the disastrous weather. The National Service Weather Service declared Sunday's weather as a hazardous weather outlook, saying that tornadoes, hail, and winds stronger than 60 miles per hour were possible. Thankfully, power was restored to houses on Monday.
In Cumberland County, teachers, students, community members, and the principal of Trinity High School took part in a walk to raise money. This walk was not a casual stroll. It was a 100-mile walk called the Shamrock 100. Principal John Kymari started his journey on Friday, April 12th, and completed his 100th mile just after 4:30 p.m. on Sunday, April 14th. There were accomplishments on the day of the walk for both raising money and simply walking the 100 miles. Kymari said, quote, "We have expenses, but the gross is probably $60,000, and we have 5 charities we are going to also benefit from this. So it's not Trinity. We're going to make sure that some of our important charities get some generosity too," end quote. The money raised for the school will go toward ongoing projects such as a brand new music room.
When we get back, we'll have updates on a new sweet stop in Manheim Township and the verdict on a hit and run. Ville News will be right back. Nothing Bundt Cakes has opened its doors to Lancaster as they had their grand opening celebration this past Thursday. The new location is residing on Gilbert Way in the Crossing Shopping Mall in Manheim Township. Franchise owners Kate and Salone had grand opening celebrations through Thursday, April 17th to Saturday, April 20th. Thursday kicked off with 20% of all cakes for emergency responders, healthcare workers, military, city employees, and school staff, with 20% of the proceeds going towards Arch Street Center, that is an organization that offers membership. Base day programs for adults living with serious mental illness, then ended the day on Saturday with giving away 300 buttlets to the first 300 customers. According to Nothing Bundt Cakes website, they first opened back in 1997 and today have more than 400 bakery locations across 40+ states and Canada. In addition to its handcrafted bundt cakes, they also offer a wide selection of party supplies, decorations, gifts, and more.
On Monday, Lancaster County Judge Merrill Spahn sentenced Rodolfo Parada to 3 to 6 years in prison after he killed longtime Lancaster pediatrician Dr. Stephen Killow in October of 2021. Killow's medicine career spanned more than 30 years with Lancaster Pediatric Associations. More than a dozen of his friends and family attended Parada's sentencing. During the sentencing, ADA Caitlin Blasier read a statement that Killow's daughter had written. Blasier asked for the mandatory minimum sentence of 3 years. Samuel Encarnacion, Parada's public defender, said that Parada did show genuine concern in the moments after hanging Killow by getting out of his van and helping Killow to the curb and even passing him off to an ambulance before fleeing. Spahn noted that Parada's hit and run wasn't a normal hit and run, since he helped Killow and that his main error was driving without a license in the first place.
That's all we have for this week on Ville News. Thanks for watching and make sure to tune in next week for the latest local, state, and national headlines.